Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You can come in the front. She can come in the front. Everyone must realize that the divine is within him. God is within your heart. You are his embodiment. You are he, but you do not know that. There is a veil of ignorance separating you from God. The question is how to remove it. You think God is outside you. If you, from the very start, think of God as dwelling within you and take the name, you will find that the mind automatically sinks within and is lost. With the result that you realize the self. Keep the central idea in your mind that you are He. Repetition of God's name, meditation and other sadhanas are done only to realize that you are He. So yesterday we read, everyone must realize that the divine is within him. God is within your heart. You are His embodiment. You are He, but you do not know that. There is a veil of ignorance separating you from God. Remove the veil. We will again forget. So that's why he keeps on hammering in so many ways. You think God is outside you. No. In taking Ram Nam, you think you are taking the name of the deity living in some far-off heaven. But you are really repeating the name of your own immortal self, that is Atma Ram. You do not know that you are Ram. So you must ceaselessly remember him until you are awakened to the consciousness that you are Ram yourself. How can you remove forgetfulness? By continuous remembrance of the Atman until you know that you are the Atman. In taking Ram Nam, you think you are taking the name of the deity living in some far off heaven. But you are really repeating the name of your own immortal self. That is Atma Ram. You do not know that you are Ram. So you must ceaselessly remember him until you are awakened to the consciousness that you are Ram yourself. So purpose of chanting, you have to keep on bringing this idea. Because for years, for ages, for decades, we have developed the feeling that he is outside, outside, outside. That is why even after so many years of chanting, everybody finds it extremely difficult to go within. So you are repeating the name of your own immortal, infinite, eternal self. Do not take the name thinking that the name is of one who is far away from you, of one who is other than you. Know that you are taking your own name. Ram is a synonym for self or Atman. You are already the self. You can be conscious of yourself by constantly remembering the self. Gradually, the body consciousness leaves you and you attain jnana, which means knowledge of the self. Again, he says, what we have to free ourselves from is the illusion which makes us think we are the body. Then we will realize we are the Atman. For example, when a man is asleep, we gently move his limbs to bring him back to wakefulness. And after waking up, he becomes aware of himself. You are under an illusion. You have only to wake up and be aware of the Atman which you really are. How simple and how easy. Long, protracted, tedious sadhana is not necessary. After all, you don't have to gain anything new. You have only to know you are the self. Taking Ram Nam, you think you are taking the name of the deity living in some far off heaven. But you are really repeating the name of your own immortal self, that is Atma Ram. You do not know that you are Ram. So you must ceaselessly remember him until you are awakened to the consciousness that you are Ram yourself. How can you remove forgetfulness? By continuous remembrance of the Atman until you know that you are the Atman. Suppose there is a purse containing money in your pocket and you have forgotten about it. When you recollect it, you put your hand in the pocket, it is there. So remembrance gives you awareness. It is already there. You were ignorant of it. You had forgotten about it. Forgetfulness can be removed by remembrance, ignorance by awareness or knowledge. So you are repeating the name of your own immortal, infinite, eternal self. Do not take the name thinking that the name is of one who is far away from you, of one who is other than you. Know that you are taking your own name. Ram is a synonym for self or Atman. There is another way. Go beyond or behind nature. Be a witness of your body, senses, intellect, which comprise your nature. Then you will know that you are the Atman, the immortal. That too is simple. For Papa, everything is simple. Dissociate yourself from the body. Identify yourself with the Atman. We live and act in the belief that we are the body. Let us live in the world as before, but not considering ourselves to be the body. Movements do remain, but you know that you are the self. You have a body, and that body is active. You are the inactive Atman, witnessing the actions of your own Prakriti. Many people think that if the ego disappears, the body will cease to function. That is wrong. You cannot stop the activities of your nature: creation, preservation, destruction. These three movements of the same power will be going on in the universe. But who are you? You are not the body which is perishable, changing. You are the immortal Atman, birthless, deathless, and therefore changeless. Know that you are the self, and then be active. What is the point in saying you should be active? You cannot but be active. The divine Shakti ever acts in and through you, so long as the body does. Why are we reading this?
I think for the introduction.
Huh?
For the introduction.
I know. Is it for introduction? Why are we reading this? While we are chanting, we have to keep on, because it's a tough job, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, we have never trained our mind to know that we are chanting the name of one who is within us. So that is why these are all from his Satsang talks. To hammer this into the mind of the devotee, that chanting is done, okay, so far you are not aware, okay. The chanting has given you some taste, okay. Some positive things are taking place in you because of that, okay. But all these are okay, but that is not the ultimate purpose. The ultimate purpose is to realize him, to realize his presence within. Ultimately, chanting is to realize his presence within first, and then outside. So to convince our intellect, to convince our mind, he keeps on bringing this, and clear cut. There is no ambiguity anywhere. And he says, so many thoughts are coming, I may feel. No. Ramdas has been taught by Ram that whatever feeling or thought arises in him is from him. It is not only this thought or that. There is no such thing as sorting, as they do in the case of grains, paddy. Everything is divine. Every thought, every feeling directly emanates from him. So Ramdas is under his guidance, his protection. And so long as duality is maintained, Ramdas is a child or servant and God is the mother or master. Inwardly, there is no difference at all. Externally, duality is kept up for the sake of Leela. Essentially, all are one. God is Akhand, indivisible. Space. There are so many examples, but we are very particular that we don't get stuck with the example. That example should direct us within. Otherwise, again we are committing another mistake, that's all. Though many of us have practiced spiritual discipline for years, God the Nami often continues to appear as someone outside us, separate from our daily life. The mind can think of only of what is different from itself. But the truth is that the Nami is not an object to be seen or known like other things. He is the very awareness behind our thoughts, words, and actions. So, Beloved Prabhupada describes him as the subtle and mysterious power behind all existence. Ram is called subtle and mysterious power. Because Nami is subtle and unseen, we may find it difficult to feel his presence. To help us move toward this awareness, Beloved Papa has prescribed Nama chanting. The purpose of Nama is not merely repetition of a sacred sound, but awakening awareness of the Nami whose name we chant. Awakening the awareness of the Nami. This calls for an inward journey. To assist this inward movement, Namosava uses simple and verifiable examples drawn from daily life. These examples help us reflect upon the unseen presence behind the visible ones. So the purpose of the example is, there is something seen, there is something unseen, no? So we are trying to train the mind to plumb deep into the unseen through the seen. Just like we said yesterday, a vehicle moves because of the fuel put into it. Vehicle by itself cannot move. And the fuel, again, that is also a gross one. It's a liquid. No. This fuel, when it is made to pass through certain processes, it produces the subtle and mysterious power. Otherwise, the petrol will be in the petrol tank only.
It will remain liquid only.
So when it is transformed into a power, it reaches out to every part of the engine. Every part of the engine, who are having distinct activities. Kindly think about it. Those who know driving, they will be able to easily understand. Right from the steering, the clutches, the brake, the accelerator, the gear, the indicator.
Even the
Windows,
locking system.
tire ends, then the pistons, in petrol engine carburetor. Think. So many things become active only because of the power emanating from the fuel. Each one is distinct. The job of the brake is different from the job of the accelerator. Na? So when I keep on thinking about it, then slowly I applied. Oh, I also have got more than 200 odd organs in my body. I can see easily my 5 sense organs, 5 organs of action, mind, intellect. All these are having distinct functioning. Seeing is not done by the ear, hearing is not done by the tongue, tasting is not done by the nose, like that. Each one is distinct, but the moment the life ebbs away, when we become a dead body, finished, nothing works. Everything comes to a standstill. So through the fuel and the car, We are trying to ponder over the power within. This is the purpose. To assist this inward movement, Namosava uses simple and verifiable examples drawn from daily life. These examples help us reflect upon the unseen presence behind the visible ones.
Seen expresses through visible, no, Swami?
Hmm?
Unseen is expressed through
Visible, seen one.
seen.
Seen is the brass vehicle, Unseen is the power emanated from the fuel. If your petrol tank is empty, finished, entire thing. We remember incident. In 70s when we went on an all India tour, ambassador car, miles and miles you will not get a petrol pump. So every now and then we look at the meter, but somehow at times we forget. Suddenly the vehicle stops. Oh, no petrol. No, then stop. We carry one 5-liter can, luckily. Then wait for the next vehicle to come. Then we request him. Because a vehicle is stranded, they will immediately stop. Nobody has so far. So then immediately, where you please get in. Then we go to the nearest petrol bunk. For 5 liters. Then wait for another vehicle to come. We tell him this is the matter. Okay. Then he drops back. Then we pour. Then we drive. Then go to the petrol bunk. Fill it up. So it's all right. Everything is there in the car. It will not move, One night when we were traveling, at about 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock or something, that was in here only, from Wayanad to Chennai. 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, we were passing through some area. Suddenly, the vehicle stopped. So when we checked up, we knew, immediately we opened it, terrible, emission of smoke. So immediately we opened the bonnet. The fan, that helps to cool the water in the carburetor. It has gone and hit the carburetor. And the entire water has come down. Engine is terribly heated. What to do now? Luckily we were near a town. So we went by walk. One garage man knocked the door. With reluctance he came out. We explained to him in Tamil. Very nice person. He said, where is the vehicle? Where is it? He came walking with us, saw everything. And when we explained to him, he had taken puppet with him. Puppet. So with some water, bucket full of water. Then he made it as a paste. And then somehow filled the gap. Then he said, poured water. Start the engine? Yes. Then you come up to my garage. You'll see something. So like that he did, and from there he changed the sheet, and then he proceeded. So then we when we go through this, we try to understand that fuel is there, even then something. So these examples help us reflect upon the unseen presence behind the visible ones. So this is the purpose. As if we are reading and reading and reading again and again and again. Each of these examples points towards an unseen yet indispensable reality. In the same way, they invite us to recognize the Nami, the unseen presence behind our body, mind, thoughts and actions. Therefore, while chanting, let us remember that the Nama stands for the Nami. Just as the unseen factor in each example makes the invisible possible, the Nami silently supports and sustains our entire life. As we reflect on each guideline, let us gently turn the mind inward and try to feel His presence within, even if it is for a trice. Like again we lose. Okay, this may not happen immediately, but every sincere effort takes us closer to the goal. Why? The mind has not been trained. It is looking up to something outside. Even now, in spite of reading, pondering, going through examples. So we are now praying to Him, you are responsible for everything. Okay. You made us to become unaware of you. You made us to search for you outside. Now you are at least you have intellectually made us understood that you are within. Now, how to hasten that process? Please bless us. So this intense prayer is necessary because our own effort, by hearing this, we are not going to feel His presence. Each sadhaka, each devotee should try. Virat Papa gives us great assurance when he says, show some desire to see God and Ramdas will do the rest. So now that means so far we have not applied our mind. So when we take a step inward, God who is seated within will take us forward. That is why prayer. So that is why today He made us to read it again and again. In taking Ramnam, you think you are taking the name of the deity living in some far-off heaven. But you are really repeating the name of your own immortal self, that is Atmaram. You do not know that you are Ram. So you must ceaselessly remember Him until you are awakened to the consciousness that you are Ram yourself. Our problem is, now we are hearing this. Even while hearing or after the hearing, me comes, I and me comes. Where is Ram then? That is the problem. You do not know that you are Ram. So you must ceaselessly remember Him until you are awakened to the consciousness that you are Ram yourself. How can you remove forgetfulness? By continuous remembrance of the Atman until you know that you are the Atman. Continuous remembrance. Otherwise the I and me will immediately come. So our struggle now is to chant, remember Him, He is behind everything, He is the unseen power. When we slowly try to stabilize, the fellow will come and say, I have understood, finished. So simultaneously, we don't know, we feel. Simultaneously, there should be an effort to dissociate from the sense of individuality. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. Otherwise, how can this happen now? So you are repeating the name of your own immortal, infinite, eternal self. Do not take the name thinking that the name is of one who is far away from you, of one who is other than you. Know that you are taking your own name. Ram is a synonym for self or Atman. You are already the self. You can be conscious of yourself by constantly remembering the self. Gradually the body consciousness leaves you and you attain jnana, which means knowledge of the self. So what we have to free ourselves from is the illusion which makes us think that we are the body. Then we will realize we are the Atman. There is another way, go beyond or behind nature. Be a witness of your body, senses, intellect. It's also something workable. Even while closing our eyes and we are chanting, chanting can be witnessed. Chanting can be heard. Go beyond or behind nature. Be a witness of your body, your senses, your intellect, which comprise your nature. Then you will know that you are the Atman. Dissociate yourself from the body. Identify yourself with the Atman. We live and act in the belief that we are the body. Let us live in the world as before, but not considering ourselves to be the body. You have a body, and that body is active. You are the inactive Atman witnessing the action of your body. Probably Papa has undergone all this. That is why he is bringing out so many things. Go to the root of your existence. We have come from our parents. Parents did not come from the sky. They were born to their parents. They were born to their parents. We can keep on telling this. The first parent? We don't know. But there must be somebody, you know. We are here. So that is why he said, go to the root of your existence. So we have come from him. Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutana. I am the eternal seed of everything. Go to the root of your existence, realize yourself, then your whole life and outlook will be transformed. If you do not achieve this goal, we live a life no better than of animals. We forget that all of us are playing a part in the world drama. Let us act our part well. Here, we have to ask these three questions. Then only this becomes very clear to us. Did I do anything for my human birth? No. Did I do anything to bring this body? No. Did I bring anything with me when I came from the mother's womb? No. Some planner is there now. So the master has got a master plan for all of us. We think we are planning, we are acting, we are doing this intelligence. No. We forget that all of us are playing a part in the world drama. Let us act our part well. We are not only to play our part, but also to witness it. You are God, playing a part. Others are also God, playing their respective parts. All the world is a stage. All the men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances, as Shakespeare puts it. It is perfectly right. When the stage manager says your time is up, you go behind the curtain. But let us know it is a play and nothing more. We are in a dharamshala where we, the travelers, stay for a while, then depart. There is nothing permanent here. So you must know that you are playing a part. To know that is difficult. Sadhana must lead you to the knowledge of this truth. With all heart and soul, you must do sadhana. Then only you will get the experience that it is all the Leela of the Lord, and you will play your part knowingly. Saints play their part cheerfully with the knowledge that it is all God's Leela. Will not Ramdas feel great joy if his teachings has been effective in one or two of his disciples? Papa. Many, by repeating Ramnam, have given up the pretension of ignorance and become happy. Not that they got anything new, pretension they gave up. Ramdas is joyful. Before that, they were showing they were unhappy. It was also a pretension. The whole thing is a play. To remember God is to remember your own self. To worship God is to worship your own self. To surrender yourself to God is to surrender yourself to your own self, so that you may know that you are the self. Self here means Atman, which you are in reality. You have forgotten. You have become ignorant of it. Forgetfulness is removed by remembrance and ignorance by knowledge. So remembrance leads to knowledge. You are asked to take Ramnam. The name of Ram is the name of your own self. He is called Atma Ram. When you remember God or Ram, you should feel that you are remembering your own immortal self, so that you may ultimately realize that you are the self. How many times he repeats, You have to seek him within yourself. External worship is a distant means of realizing God. The sooner you begin to worship him in your own heart, the better for you. Then in a short time you will realize that you and he are not different. As from the beginning you think that the God whom you have to realize or see is outside you, your struggle becomes protracted and you meet with frustration. So even after continuous struggle, you do not find results which satisfy you. You meet with failure after failure because the mind is going out to external forms of worship. If you worship God outside in any form, your mind is externalized. And from that form, it goes to other forms or objects, and your mind remains as distracted, as restless as ever. You should feel his presence within yourself by constant remembrance. Then you will realize him within and know ultimately that you are he. External forms of worship take a long time for you to turn your mind within. You find it very difficult. You must have a sadhana which is independent, not dependent upon external condition, form or environment. Wherever you are, you must be able to tune yourself with God within. Meditation should come to you automatically through constant remembrance. The mind is wandering in 1,000 places and you find it hard to control. If you take up the practice of chanting God's name, the name of your own self, your mind will easily get concentration. You may be active in the world, still you have that consciousness without break. So when you know you are one with the self and are active in the world, action does not bind you. Your actions are the outflow of the divine energy in and through you. That work, as the Gita says, will be for the welfare of the world. It is not done with the consciousness that you are bringing about peace and harmony in the world. So the object of your life is to realize the self, capital. That means to know that you are the self. In the state of ignorance, you identify yourself with the body, and this gives rise to conflicts because you think you are separate from others. Then come ill will, exploitation, which in their turn bring misery for yourself and also for others. Such a life creates discord instead of harmony, misery instead of harmony, misery instead of, discord instead of harmony, misery instead of happiness. Your search of God is your search for the Atman. At the end of your search, you will realize you are He. You start with duality, end in non-duality. Then you know that you have been seeking your own self, thinking that the self was different from you. Ultimately, you know you are the self itself. There ends your quest. Thereafter, you have nothing more to do by way of sadhana. You live, move, and have your being in the self. Self is the background, the basis of your life and activity. Your external life is lived in a spirit of spontaneity, and your Atman is witnessing the movements of Shakti. If you know this, or even if you meditate on this truth, you will discover that the ego has no existence. So Papa keeps on hammering. So now we have to find out a method, no? One method is this, through examples. We will try with some examples now. Gold appears as rings, bangles, chains, and earrings. Their forms differ, yet their substance is one. In the same way, clay may become pots, lamps, or idols, but all are nothing but clay in different shapes. Likewise, people may differ in appearance, nature, language, religion, or role, yet the same life is present in all. This life expressing through all forms is the Nami. Nama chanting, with this understanding, refines our vision and helps us gradually move from division to unity, from separateness to oneness. He talks about seemingly two, they are one. Life is the expression of Atman. Life is the expression of Atman. Those seemingly two, they are one. So likewise, people may differ in appearance, nature, language, religion, or role, yet the same life is present in all. This life expressing through all forms is the Nami. So we are trying to understand the heartbeats, the power behind the heartbeat. Simple. The power behind the hair growing, the power behind the nails growing. In a dead body, nothing happens. So life, easy way to go near him. Though he is not that alone, Who makes my heart beat? Tuck, 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 tuck. So this life expressing through all forms is the Nami. Nama chanting with this understanding refines our vision, helps us gradually move from division to unity, from separateness to oneness. But everybody exists because of life only, Please think over it. Because this is something very clear. I have no role in my heartbeat, The arrogating mean, I am the planner, I am the doer, I am this, I am that, has absolutely zero role in my heartbeat. And without heartbeat, I don't exist at all. So that power is the Nami whose name we are chanting. So now why is it that I am not in a position to understand that? A seed sprouts well only in fertile soil. Our reflection is seen clearly only in still and clean water. When the ground or the medium is disturbed, what is hidden cannot express itself properly. Similarly, when impurities like ego, pretense, restlessness, when they reduce, the mind becomes simple, pure, transparent, revealing innocence and sincerity, which are the expressions of the Nami. A seed sprouts well only in fertile soil. Nama chanting with this understanding purifies the heart, helps His presence shine more clearly in our daily life. Different musical instruments produce different sounds. Yet each contributes something unique to the melody that no other instrument can provide. It is this diversity harmoniously combined that creates beautiful music. Likewise, every individual is endowed with distinct nature, temperament, talent, and role in life. Though different from one another, people are meant to complement rather than compete with each other. When their unique abilities are brought together for a common cause, they contribute to a greater purpose and collective success. The source behind all these varied expressions is the Nami. Somebody does manual work, the energy there. Somebody does intellectual work. Somebody like planning. Somebody does executing managerial work, supervisory work. Then there are many types of activities, You and I cannot go and do the cooking there. You and I cannot do the electricity, suppose there is something wrong with the line. You and I cannot do anything if the Wi-Fi goes wrong. Each one, Likewise, every individual is endowed with a distinct nature, temperament, talent, and role in life. Though different from one another, people are meant to complement rather than compete with each other. When their unique abilities are brought together for a common cause, running the ashram, common cause. Papa added one beautiful word at the time of inauguration. What is that? Mutual? Mutual love and service. We are supposed to develop mutual love and service, so that what is realized within its walls will help us in the outside world. Because in the outer world it is difficult. Competition is there. You cannot stay apart and try. But when here there is no competition. So everybody pulls and you find something is welling up. Mutual love and respect for everybody. We recognize everybody doing wonderful job. Even a sweeper, no? Even a toilet cleaner. So we will not devalue anybody, you know. When we develop this, because we are not competing with anybody. There is no question of any competition here. So that's why Papa said, then we automatically develop this mutual love and respect. And then we go outside, the impact will be there. So likewise, every individual is endowed with a distinct nature, temperament, talent and role in life. Though different from one another, people are meant to complement rather than compete with each other. When their unique abilities are brought together for a common cause, they contribute to a greater purpose and collective success. The source behind all these varied expression is the Nami. Just like he is now making my eyes active, ear active, nose active, tongue active, skin active, mind active, you know. Each one is distinct. I can see that, I can feel that, I can experience that. But I also know that he is the power behind this. He is the Nami. So along with whatever exercise we are doing, as sadhakas, every one of us has to do this plumbing deep within, going deep within. Every now and then, not to be limited to 3:30, 4:30, no? Not to be limited to the Nama chanting session or in the morning session, where we try to share some thoughts of Papa, so that we go deep within. It is a full-time involvement. So whenever, now we also understand the word, even the period ever so small. We try to bring in this dimension in as many times as possible in a day. And this Nami is named, Nami's name, Puja Swamiji gave us as consciousness, that's all. That's the only difference. So why he was not talking too much, he said he was trying to see all these things every time. A person comes, everybody is floating in their consciousness. That means the Nami. Nami is in the form of everybody. That means he devised a method, he must have been struggling, and he also devised a method by which, it gets stabilized. So we have to devise some method suitable to our temperament, not to go only by what we have heard. Each one has to develop a unique method by which this Nami is understood by us. So many adjectives we have heard now about Nami. But we have to understand, it's all given by somebody else. I have not understood. I have to understand the Nami in my own way. And once I understand, then no problem. So we pray to him to make us realize the Nami within us. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram. Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om.